You've just arrived to the Welcome Party, your exclusive invitation to pop culture.
We are here to directly combat pop culture gatekeeping, and each week we throw a live stream podcast party matching our fans' most favorite fandoms.
And if you haven't checked out the theme yet, don't worry. Our shows get a little off the tracks when our party people let us know what they're thinking. I remembered in the moment because I was like, what?
Karosh asked you like 7 times if you had the script up.
I had the
And
script
then
up.
Alex and I were just watching you.
That's the script. I have the script. And then
But
I was
there's
like,
a
that's
break.
wrong. And then I
There's
remembered to scroll up. And
There's
I went,
a break in the script, so you know when to move when it's separated.
I have the script up. You cannot claim
But
that I
you
do not have
weren't
the
at
script
where
up.
you needed to be for the script, and Alex and I were just watching you that whole time.
It's up. I'm ready. Let's keep going.
Today's
keep
party
going.
theme is Marvel's Echo. I'm Alex Catherine, your host, moderator, and gate-crashing party queen. With me as always.
Cole, Twitch streamer and personal geek color commentator who cannot read a script correctly until it's the final moment.
And I'm JPG, pop culture educator and consultant.
Now, before we get the party started, we are going to ask JPG what Echo is anyway, so see, right on track.
Boom.
And then we do have a couple of quick takes from the Twitch audience. I know Evitable Fates was one of them. I'm not sure if there's a second, but I just wanted to make sure we did not miss those. But JPG, let's start with what is Echo. That way it ties into Evitable Fate's question.
We are talking about Marvel's Echo, in indigenous, half indigenous, half Hispanic, because I think, because her father is Hispanic. Half indigenous, half Hispanic character in the Marvel universe. I believe we first see the character of Echo in Hawkeye. Is that correct?
Yes.
In the Hawkeye series?
The Hawkeye
Yes.
series.
So, and then from there, that has spun off into a 5-episode miniseries under the Marvel Spotlight print. Oh, what's up?
What's up, Art?
Half Hispanic?
Okay, so how would you like me to say this? Well, okay, so her mother is indigenous, her father is Hispanic.
It'd be half Hispanic.
So half. Oh, I'm sorry. So half, would it be Latino? Okay, cool. All right.
Today
So-
I learned.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the correction. So that's half Latino, half indigenous. And then, so with the character of Echo, there have been some changes in both the comic and how the miniseries portrays the powers. Oh, God. The powers of Echo. So in the comic book series, Echo actually has eidetic memory, as opposed to Echo's powers in the miniseries comes from generations of the Choctaw people. And I think Alaqua Cox is not part of the Choctaw tribe. I cannot remember what tribe she's a part of in real life. But she is also deaf in real life. And she also did have a real leg amputation in real life. So that's what they adapted into the character.
Which is really cool that they changed the character specifically for her.
You took in a breath like you were going to say something, and I was like...
I know, but then he paused like he had more to say, so I paused because I didn't want to cut him off. But then he paused because of me, and I paused because of him, and we all just went totally silent in the most awkward way humanly possible. I'm so sorry.
Sorry for
This
being
is a great
respectful.
opportunity for a long take that Arsenal
Wait, we have a quick take first.
Oh,
We
okay,
promised
quick.
Evitable Fate. I can't let it go.
Before the show started, this show is actually live streams, and if you join us for the whole stream on Monday nights, twitch.tv/Perception Studio, 7:30. If you join us during we have a warm-up time and a cool-down time as well. And during the warm-up time, we got a quick take about the trope was the magical Native American.
And that was from Evitable Fate. Thank you for your patience for us to get there.
Yes, so magical Native American in the world of storytelling tropes is somebody who is Native American who is connected spiritually to magic through spiritual and land means. Specifically pointing out that it is a connection to the land and the surroundings that no other person can like colonize or take over. This also connects to other tropes that people of color have. I don't know if you've ever heard of the magical Negro trope. Anybody?
Oh,
Okay. So there's actually a
wasn't
movie
expecting
that's
that sentence.
yeah. So there's actually a movie that's coming out that kind of addresses it, but from what industry people have been saying, doesn't really address it. But okay, the magical Negro trope, right, is like you show up in movies and it's like Bagger Vance, right? Do you know that? Do you know that film? You're really worried because I said the word Negro in magical Negro right now, and I think we just need to move on, Cole.
Are you good?
There's a whole lot happening here, and we are in uncharted territory where I'm like, I don't feel safe making jokes.
I already got yelled at by Art. Like, I'm gonna have to say, like,
Is this similar to the Asian trope? I know Master Allen kind of brought it up. Is this similar to them where everything has to do with honor and everything they do is honor?
well,
Is it similar to like that kind of trope?
It is kind of that storytelling trope, but this is specifically for like magic, right? Like with the magical Negro trope and with the magical Native American trope, it's specifically that they use the magic that is sacred to them in order to solve white people problems.
Will Smith.
Legend of Bagger Vance. Will Smith was the magical Negro in that scenario.
Oh shit! I just thought we were making jokes about slapping. Okay.
No.
All right.
So yeah, it's not a great trope, but I mean, I'm sure that there is media that does it justice. From what I was hoping for, I think the new film that's coming out is called The Secret Society of Magical Negroes. That has Justice Smith in it, and I think David Allen Greer that's in it as well? I can't remember, but
Would you say there are positive tropes?
oh yeah. They're positive. There are positive tropes, and they're like tropes don't have a negative or positive connotation. It's just something that shows up in storytelling that is recognizable because other storytellers have used the same thing. Anything? You guys are just leaving me out to dry right now.
Okay, so JBG, what you're not
safe territory.
Yeah, so this is where you're not like this is if we say the wrong thing, we're canceled. And it's not in a oh my god, I can't make jokes, it's so not cool kind of way. It's just more of like we're trying to be respectful
And we're dumbs.
And we would say something wrong.
Because we're dumbs.
Yeah.
Hey!
So this isn't like this is just being scared to
Okay, is it kind of like
can we move
the people of color always turn into animals trope?
Well, that would be considered a trope as well, but
I'm
it wouldn't.
nailing this.
But
wouldn't that be the magical Native American trope?
No, that would be
they're different
totally
tropes,
separate
y'all.
tropes.
Tropes are just things in storytelling that show up
Yeah, no, but turning
all the
into
time.
an animal
But
seems
wouldn't that be like a negative
land-based.
trope?
It could be a positive trope. It could be a negative trope.
Okay,
It
so a
depends on
trope
how
is
you
just
use
something
it.
that shows up all the time, and the way they use it is what makes it positive or negative.
Yes.
Question,
Nailed
and
it.
this is going to start fights. We're about to find out
No,
who.
what did you? We've been so careful, Cole. Why
Yeah.
would you start a fight now?
Because Cole understands that we are here in order to talk about stuff. And just Alex being doe-eyed in the middle of here right now. Thank you, Kurosh.
Talaxian. Actually, I'm taking a intro to ethics class.
Nope.
No.
That's like saying I have a friend who's ethnic. That is not.
No. God damn it, Alex. Let me say this. So there's a big difference between race and ethnicity, and I'm learning that.
God. I'm sweaty in here right now. What was your question, though?
It doesn't matter.
It
We're
doesn't
moving forward.
We've moved on.
on.
We've moved on.
Oh, we do-
Oh no!
We do have a long take.
I'm not
so
sad. I'm not
now
sad. It's just
Kurosh
we're
can do
moving
his
on.
introduction.
Wait, what about?
The long take.
Oh, yes.
there's a
Arsenal
long- I
had
thought we
a
had one
long
more
take
quick
for
take.
Cole.
Oh, what?
You got to read it in like the intro to wrestling kind of way.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what the fuck I'm
What
doing to you
is-
today,
yeah, what
Kurosh,
is-
but
Just throwing all these things at Kurosh while he's handling the board. You had to make
Don't know.
you had to make that Elmo fire thing for you.
I made the Larry David thing.
Oh,
you had to make
yes.
the Larry David thing for you.
Okay, that was on me. That was on me.
I
My
need to see
apologies.
this. I need to. Yes.
This Sunday.
Oh god.
Oh,
Are you the one dying?
yes, he is.
R.I.P.
Yeah, why am I losing in this scenario?
Because the villain's got to look like they're building up, and you want to get the crowd on your side.
I am specifically the babyface in this, correct?
Yes, you're the babyface.
I don't know. I don't know if your image is doing that justice, Karosh.
Because I want the crowd rooting for you. They're like, oh crap, Larry David, he's already gotta get that heel face on him.
Okay, could we end the match with me almost getting tapped, but Elmo comes in with the steel chair?
Ooh.
I feel like what would happen is Larry David goes for the face claw thing again, like he did for Elmo, and you're like struggling, and Elmo comes in and just distracts him, calls the ref, and then that gives you the strength to come out of it and rise up.
Is it
Reed,
more
I'm
like?
Sorry, you're not
yeah.
feeling good.
Do you think he's coming off the top ropes, like Elmo is?
Oh
Like
yeah, absolutely.
Like Rey
he's
Mysterio.
He's going Hurricanrana style.
Yeah, Hurricanrana.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time. Although, yeah, Elmo has legs. He could throw a Hurricanrana.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Can't just
find
ask.
Arsenal's.
You can't just ask if
What
they-
what would
People have
Elmo's
legs.
introduction song be?
like his like his
Like
his
the music
entrance song?
plays and he's coming.
Would it not just be the intro to Sesame Street?
Phrasing, but yeah. Okay.
He's a child.
Elmo is 3. Let's calm down.
Okay. We have to think of the entrance theme song for
We
Elmo
still have a
now.
long take for Cole.
Okay.
Think of the entrance song while I find the long take.
Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking Achy Breaky Heart.
No.
Oh, it's gotta be an Elmo song.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Okay, well, I know Elmo's World. Art, help me out here. What are the other Elmo songs?
Wow.
do you mean you don't
Did I just assume? Did I just assume your puppet knowledge?
Oh my God. What is happening today?
I
Fast
stand
and
by it. You
loose.
should know, Art. This is something this is your wheelhouse.
Okay, I found the long take.
Oh, ready
You
for the
guys
long take.
Oh,
All right,
what's the
so
long take?
It's for Cole. Who you got for the Super Bowl? How many points you think they'll lead?
Ooh.
Please note, party people, long takes are specifically paid for. And although Alex and I don't want to talk about sports, we have people in the chat who love to talk about sports with
Yeah.
Cole. And this was paid for, so we can't stop this.
Yeah. Thanks,
So-
Arsenal.
So
Or thanks, Arsenal. Depending on really your feelings on sports ball.
well, I'll make this fun for you. So I am very excited about the Super Bowl, though I really wanted to be Eminem versus Taylor Swift. Unfortunately, we're getting the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Swifties. And the Swifties is who I'm pulling for. The Mahomes.
Oh no,
is-
Team 49ers.
So here's the thing, though. Team 49ers, like, Purdy is Mr. Irrelevant, which
That's
means.
number 13. Purdy, he's number 13.
Yeah.
I saw it in a TikTok.
Oh, okay. So Purdy was drafted last in the NFL draft, and they're called Mr. Irrelevant. So it's someone who has no business. He's going to be forever a practice player, right? But he's
Wrong.
actually doing really well.
Super Bowl, bitch.
And the Niners have Christian McCaffrey, which is one of the best running backs, and a
Run.
very, very talented wide receiver core. So they are going to
Can't
put
just call
up.
people wide.
They're going to put on. I'm moving forward. They're going to put up a lot
Cole
of points.
fighting for his life right now in this long take.
Because the defense is going to do their best to show up, it just won't be able to matter. The Niners
get
are going
paid
to
to
put
show
up
up.
probably 24 points. So San Francisco is most likely going to put 24. But Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift, who has a concert in South America, has to fly 7 hours.
Japan.
No?
Japan.
Oh, I thought it was South America. So it's
Japan.
Japan. Okay. Hey, thank you. But still 7 hours, right? It's still 7 hours?
Cole, you can't be half South America.
17. Okay. So Taylor Swift has to fly 17 hours to be able to make it to the Super Bowl. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is we're going to have the Chiefs. What?
13 hours.
Carbon emissions.
So Taylor's. Yeah, she'll
Because
speed up
everything
time.
is 13. That's the whole
Oh,
Taylor
okay.
Swift. Okay, keep
I'm
going.
understanding
yeah.
now.
Yeah, got you.
I wasn't keeping up with
I
that
got you.
joke.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
a
so
sports ball
Taylor's like, so
reference.
the Swifties are going to be losing. And in like the second half, it's going to be like, I don't know, the Niners might do it.
Like when Air Bud comes out.
Yes, yes. And so Taylor Swift's gonna be there, and you're gonna have Travis Kelce
Like
look
when
up, and
like
she's
when
gonna be like,
Icebox comes in.
"Hi." I don't get that one.
Oh,
That's Little Giants. Little
Little
Giants.
Giants.
Oh.
Smoothie.
when Icebox comes in and she's like, "Oh, I'm tired of being a cheerleader," and then she wears the skirt and then she has the football pads
throws it
in
down.
order
Yes.
to make sure that she's
lines on
honoring
her face.
both sides
Uh-huh.
of her discovered femininity and the legacy of football that she has.
So
Fumblerooski.
it's literally gonna be that, and then Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are going to come back and win, and then Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will kiss underneath the confetti. They will win 35-24. Swifties over the Niners.
Okay.
Dude, somebody clip that because I really want to come back to see if Cole is right. Because I'm not gonna lie, Cole is usually right about this stuff.
I'm not the greatest with calling scores, because here's the thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
The fact that Cole does a pop culture show and not a sports show is boggling to me.
Actually, that is fair. The amount of meetings that we've had where JVG's looked at me, is going, "What you are in sports, I need for this show."
Yeah, just this show. Just do that for this show.
Okay, but here's my question. Legitimate. Let's just play this out.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to get canceled by a Swiftie here. But what is more genius marketing wise? Taylor Swift releasing an album the day of the Grammys, therefore, or announcing her release of the album the day of the Grammys, and having the benefit of the Japanese actual government releasing a whole thing talking about how she's gonna make it. She gets all the PR from this whole sports ball thing, or the wife of the 49er who's making all the clothes and was smart enough to put Taylor Swift in one of those clothes, therefore forcing the NFL to contract her so that other people didn't start making it on the side like Etsy, and now she has an entire clothing line that's going to be with the NFL.
Also, to give
which is more genius.
No. She's genius. And what's great about Juzic's wife, Juzic's wife is he's like so nice. He's a fullback. In the NFL, the fullback is a dying position, but he's really good. And he's so nice. And his when they were asking him hey, how do you feel that she made Taylor Swift a jersey with Kelce? And he went, she's so talented. I am so lucky to have her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
you know
Okay.
why that's such a big deal that he's a good husbando, right? Because of the gymnast.
Simone Biles?
Yes,
The
'cause-
gymnast?
Because her
The gymnast?
chill. Her husband is a piece of shit.
No.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, is he the one that said the stuff?
Yes.
Oh.
Her husband is the one who talked about he didn't even know who she was. And then everybody on the internet was like, who the fuck is this guy? You're married to Simone Biles. Are you fucking serious? And then she tried to downplay herself for this guy.
The most dominant gymnast in all of history, to the point where they had to change multiple rules so she wouldn't win gold medals and
Every
then
year.
still won gold medals.
I love
he
that.
had to be like, I didn't know who she was.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
out of town.
I'm cross-eyed right now. Anyway, Arsenal in the chat with the
The women of football are killing it. That's all I'm saying.
Arsenal in the chat with the highlighted message. Alex, do you think this is a psyop? I'm really glad all of us have all experienced Alex's first baby psyop at this point.
What's the psyop?
Thank you, Cole. Me too.
So
I don't know what it is.
Oh,
a psyop.
I was like, me. Did I walk into
And
something?
then you asked, and I don't have to. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm so sorry. Wine makes me feisty. I'm just gonna move this back. Good.
A psyop.
I have a wine amount.
A psyop would be short for psychological operation.
Oh.
Yeah. So a psyop would be something that gets into the hearts and minds of people in order to complete goals. Most of the time, you use this in wartime slang or wartime communication.
But all
Like
the
a-
women are using it to crush it right now.
Yeah, well, it's more so that they're using things and leveraging things behind the scenes in order to make other things happen. So a psyop. Yeah.
Dropping
All right.
leaflets over in town.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much today, and we haven't even talked about the show yet. We should talk about the show.
We should probably talk about the show.
Let's talk about Echo.
Echo.
This, first and foremost, was under the Marvel Spotlight series, which I think one of the most prominent ones under Marvel Spotlight was A Werewolf by Night.
Is that the only one?
I thought there was one other one,
For
but
a
I
Marvel
don't know.
Spotlight? Okay, so there's been behind the scenes of characters that we know. So they've been calling those spotlights.
I don't
But-
know how to spell accolades.
But I believe for Marvel Spotlight series, it's only been Werewolf by Midnight and then Echo. There's talks of future ones, but I believe this is the only two.
Is it a spotlight because it's so limited in its run?
Yes. It's not it's less than 8, so it doesn't count as a series, but it's longer than just like a YouTube video.
Now, originally, it was supposed to be a longer series.
Yes.
And then it was cut, which, in my opinion, actually, I think really helped the storytelling and made it a little bit tighter.
I don't know how they could have stretched this out to be longer. For the story that they were telling, the pace was perfect. I did not want more or less. I can't imagine how they would stretch it out more.
And I would think that there were times in the Marvel / Disney Plus TV series where some seasons of shows went a little too long.
Yes.
I would say, for example, Daredevil season 1 and 2.
No.
Okay, we're about to have an argument.
Daredevil season 1 and Daredevil season 2. Daredevil season 2 is 2 parts. There's part 1, Punisher, and then part 2, Elektra. So it's technically 2 seasons in 1. So that's why I'm going to disagree with that. And then Daredevil season 1, you needed to build it up because at this time, no one knew who Daredevil was outside of Ben Affleck. So we needed all of that buildup of Kingpin, all of that character story.
So you are saying you don't think Daredevil would have benefited with 1 or 2 less episodes per season?
I mean, for Daredevil season 1, are we cutting out the investigation? Are we cutting out the law firm? Are we cutting out the character integrities that mattered to building his character?
So I would say that we're with season 1.
Uh-huh.
I think that we spent. I loved spending time with Ben Urich as a character. I think Ben Urich as a character was wasted.
Oh, actually, but we're not here to talk about Daredevil.
Yeah.
But, oh my
Okay,
God.
but that is kind of important information, so I guess spoilers. Ba-ba-ba.
Oh, the Fadior in the chat. Jessica Jones is a better example of that, JPG. Thank you for that. I didn't want to go with the easy ones. I want to go with the ones that upset Cole. So, so I could easily said Iron Fist, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're being punished.
Oh, God,
I
come on,
really-
guys.
Thanks, Arsenal.
Dude, okay, I
Oh,
feel
look at all the biddies.
I feel bad
Pew,
because
pew, 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 pew,
Echo
pew, pew, pew.
what oh gosh. What Echo brought to the Marvel universe is the Netflix Marvel shows are now canon again. And Disney has put them in the timeline, so if you want to watch an official timeline, it's all of it. The thing is, I hope they don't bring back Iron Fist or they bring back her. I don't remember her name.
So Jessica Henwick, who played Colleen Wing. So, okay. I hate saying this, but the last 5 minutes of the latest Iron Fist season
I didn't watch it.
is exactly what I wanted the Iron Fist season to start as. Because Matt Fraction's Iron Fist is one of my most favorite runs of Iron Fist in general.
Mhm.
And the last 5 minutes is Jessica Henwick has the Iron Fist power and is watching New York. Then Danny Rand with his childhood friend go and they find another weapon that was channeled by another Iron Fist, and it's 2 1911 pistols. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. But Matt Fraction's Iron Fist run, I would say the first volume is stronger than the second volume.
So I think it's important to note here that I have not seen Daredevil,
Not
and
surprised.
I have not seen Hawkeye,
Not surprised.
and I did,
Actually, that is surprising.
I did feel like that. Well, we didn't cover it on the show.
Really?
And I watched it while I was sick. So that's why.
I
that's
think you like
yeah.
Hawkeye. I honestly do think you like
Maybe.
Hawkeye.
But my point being,
Yes.
the intro felt a little rushed because I was like, why the fuck is Hawkeye here for 2 seconds?
Oh.
But I didn't feel like I needed to go back and watch it. There was nothing where I felt like I had to see Daredevil to understand. Yeah, there's probably more intensity with Kingpin because I think I watched like the first 5 minutes of Daredevil and they smashed a dude's head in a car with a door. And I was like, fuck, I'm
That's-
not watching this for
That's
shit.
way more than 5 minutes.
Okay, well, that's as far as I got.
I mean, that's farther than I thought you would get. That is impressive.
That was the end. I was like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
So that being said, I will say this show is good. This is not an Alix show.
No.
I would never have chosen to watch it because for me, the violence, we always try to gauge like my level of violence. This was too much.
Oh, okay.
I had a really hard time watching this show. Purely violence based. Okay, now you can talk about it. I want to put that out there because you guys are talking about these shows, and I wanted to make sure if somebody decides to watch Echo because of this, they don't feel like they need to watch those other shows.
There is, I do think that there's a warning for violence. I do want to say that this was listed as TV mature as well. So I wanted to, please somebody in the chat correct me. That's what y'all are here for, I guess. But with the show itself, although you liked the show, but you didn't enjoy or appreciate the violence.
Correct.
Okay, so did you have sorry, I thought you were saying something or trying to get my attention. I'm sorry.
Head niche.
Okay. So, with that being said, I do want to first and foremost address the violence in Echo. I was a little bit surprised that Echo had such a high rating. I thought that there were a couple scenes that that there was extreme violence. I thought that there were less scenes than I was expecting for it to be TVMA.
The introduction of Kingpin alone makes it TVMA because of how brutal he is, and especially since they brought back the Kingpin violence from the Daredevil show. Because in Hawkeye, he's brutal, but he's not that brutal. He's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt. He's just super strong. He's bashing people. But this whole what just happened?
He's pretty brutal. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing that freaks me out about Kingpin. God, how do I say this in like a not weird way? He's too real. Like, there's a lot of villains out there that you're like, well, Thanos isn't gonna just fucking turn up and snap his fingers. Like, that's not gonna happen. So no investment, right? Didn't care that he snapped because not real. I love doing that to Cole. It really bothers him because I really didn't care.
She didn't. It's not even a joke. We left the theater, and then JPG and I are like teary, like crying and shocked, and Alex is like, "What? They'll be back in 4 months."
They're coming back. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but this isn't about that. With this one, it's very much like there's people out there like him,
Oh,
like
yes.
in real life, who get away with the shit that they get away with because of money, because of power. He's not super powered. He's just a big, strong dude with too much money and not enough morals. And the fact that he's so real really freaks me out.
You should not watch Luke Cage then.
I don't plan to.
The Luke Cage is filmed beautifully with the way they show the crown shifting from who's in charge.
I know. I think there was some kind of murder in a restaurant, and I stopped watching that one.
Oh, okay. I think it's the barbershop.
I can tell you where I quit in a lot of shows.
No, but
Game of Thrones, they pushed a kid over while they were having sex. Done with that one.
Like, while they were having sex, glossing over a whole bunch of stuff.
the Vincent D'Onofrio. Is it Vincent D'Onofrio? Am I saying it right?
Yes.
His portrayal of Kingpin is the only reason I like Kingpin. I was never a fan of Kingpin from the Spider-Man 90s animated series. The man, like, I can't remember the actor from Green Mile who plays him in Daredevil.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan was probably the most accurate sized of Kingpin, but I was not a fan of how he was in that movie because it felt like he was just himself. Like, I can kill you, Ben Affleck. Do you have a different opinion?
No, I agree with you. I think the way that they had directed Michael Clark Duncan, because I mean we've seen his body of work,
Yes,
right?
He was a talented actor.
There's an incredible gravitas behind what he can do, and then it was just just play it this way. I'm like,
Yeah.
Why though? You can have so much. It's a whole thing.
So-
There's a fight on a seesaw in
Yeah.
the Ben Affleck Daredevil. It's a whole thing.
But Vincent, he not only does he have like the strength and power, which I'm still confused for the MCU if he's super strength or if he's just muscly like he was in the Daredevil series, but the way he talks, you can't help but stop what you're doing and pay attention to everything that he says.
I think that Marvel's portrayal of Kingpin is the best example of sympathy, not empathy. Because I think there's a lot of times where you're like, well, like I wish these things didn't happen to you, and then you remember the monstrous things that he does, right? We have this, what Echo, like, so, oh my gosh, what Maya struggles with in the show is that she understands that Kingpin had her father killed. But also, Kingpin is a family member, is somebody that cared about her, and she cannot, and she has a hard time separating the feelings of that care and of that betrayal. And that's where like the crux of her struggle comes from, right? So I love that at times you feel for Kingpin because you're like, I wish that you could have the things that you want. But then you remember how he got the things that he has now.
The one thing I did not like, if this universe is existing in the MCU and it's like the Daredevil Netflix stuff.
Oh, sorry. Switch back, Kurosh. Switch back.
I don't know what's
Alex
happening
is
down
trying
below.
to hide a sneeze right now.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Well, it was, but now it's stuck because you acknowledged it.
I went to go talk and immediately just drops down. And
Because I was trying not to sneeze, and then Croach hit me, and I was like, nope, I'm just going to drop below, and nobody will know.
But Cole started laughing, and then I started laughing. I'm sorry.
anyway,
Now it's stuck.
I wish they brought back his love for Vanessa. I don't like how Vanessa never came. Oh,
Vanessa as a character is incredible.
Yeah, and I
she's
don't
really
like
Is
good.
how-
that the wife that dies? Is that the daughter that dies? Is that the wife and daughter that die?
So in the first season of Daredevil, when you are first introduced to Wilson Fisk, he's looking at a piece of artwork, and Vanessa is the art curator. Or yeah, she's the art curator for it, and they actually start a romance.
Oh, the only thing I know about Kingpin was from Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay. So yes, so those two people, like Kingpin, yes.
I
See,
just
Alex is
got
not
that.
wrong.
I just got that.
Alex is not wrong. The thing that they did really well for Netflix is they made Vanessa and Kingpin's relationship real. She's not evil in the sense of like burn this city. She loves him and she loves his ambition. And even though he's wrong, it's from his point of view, he's right, and she's supporting him because she loves him with all her heart. I truly loved seeing them grow, and everything that he did for her. And when she was taken from him, that's when the animal came out. And the fact that he would never mentioned her or his assistant, like I don't like that he had a different
Wesley?
assistant. Well, no, Wesley,
Wesley was the first assistant.
yeah, he's dead.
Wait,
but
what
yeah.
assistant did he have?
the friend from conventions, the new one, blonde.
Oh, he's in
He's in Daredevil. He's
he's in Daredevil?
yeah, he's Kingpin's. Oh God. Okay. We have a
Mutual
friend
person.
that was on the show. We can say friend.
He
Yeah.
wasn't well, he's in a video. Tommy Walker has done a few videos with us
Yeah.
at conventions, and I knew he was in things, but I was more excited that he was in the producers.
Good God. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about Alaqua Cox right
Uh,
now. Who? Oh,
Hand check.
We have an Elmo burn baby burn,
let's let's get these out because I do want to talk about Alaqua Cox.
a hand check.
Wait, hold on.
Ah!
How do you do the thing where?
Oh, it's
I'm doing the Elmo hand.
Wait, how do you do it?
And a
So
hydrator
boom.
dihydrate.
boom, and
Wait,
then
hold
you
on, hold on.
yeah,
Boom, boom.
and then you rotate. So right hand goes clockwise.
Other way, other way.
Yeah. So they're going clockwise.
And then you
Hey!
gotta hold it up. So, no, up.
Can you-
There
can
you
you do-
go.
Can you do two fingers?
No.
You can't do that while I'm taking a drink.
Art, were you on mic for that? Art just told Cole to put it in his mouth. And then he licked his lips. It was so weird.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
There's another hydrate from so the first two were Arsenal, then it was Evitable Fate, then I'm Just a Rose. And then 2 posture checks, one from Daily News and one from
Oh,
Arsenal.
This hydrate with only one sticker.
One sticker.
With only one sticker. If only we could put out the new address for Perception Studio to put stickers for us. How about that? Look at this one beautiful sticker from Perception.
Perception. And joke's on you for posture check 'cause I'm already standing.
So I didn't see Echo. How does the one actor who is someone else in the MCU via What If and their character and Echo connect? Or do they not at all?
I thought what ifs don't connect.
I don't think they do.
The What Ifs don't connect, but they have the potential of connecting if they
'Cause it's
ever
all-
choose to.
Because the first season had to do with like multiverses. and
Who's
stuff,
the person who's in
I have
I,
honestly
d-
no
I,
idea.
I don't
Oh.
know. Yeah.
Chat, who's the person who's in both?
Okay.
Okay, you want to talk about a thing. I would also like to talk about a thing. Please go.
Alakwa Cox.
I also
who
want to talk about a thing.
Shut up.
Okay.
Alakwa Cox, who is the main character in Echo, plays Maya Lopez. So is part of the deaf community. It is a real amputee, and on top of that, her very first role in acting. Why are
I
we
don't know what
laughing
Art
right now?
said.
Why are we laughing?
Can't repeat it. Move forward.
Okay.
Move forward. Just for the love of God, move forward. Move forward, man. You're not moving forward. I need you to
So-
go.
We're getting canceled today.
I don't even know what's happened. Did I say something wrong?
Move forward.
And the Swifties are
Wait,
coming after
no,
us.
wait. What did I say wrong? Because I want to correct myself if I said
didn't
something
say it
wrong.
was
No,
not
Art
you.
said something wrong off the camera.
It
Oh.
was not you.
Did
Move
Art
forward.
tell you to put it in your mouth again?
Move forward.
Art said you can't half put it in your mouth.
Oh, God. So, I just wanted. Okay, I loved her portrayal of Echo.
Okay.
My favorite power in all of superpowers is eidetic memory. So Echo was always like a very she's always a really special character for me.
Mhm.
But then how they switched it and connected it to her roots, I was like, okay, if we are gonna make a change, I love that we made this kind of change.
Would you consider her a mutant?
Okay, so in the comics, she's able to wield the Phoenix Force for a little bit. I don't know if she was actually said said to have the X gene.
Oh, okay. Well, for moving forward, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been teasing mutants. Spoilers, I guess. So in Miss Marvel, she's the very first mutant to be identified in the MCU. And then moving. Art did not like that. Oh man. So 20th Century Fox was bought out by Disney. So now all the X-Men movies are available to Marvel. So you have Miss Marvel, who's now a mutant. Then you have what we've seen on Deadpool. We know who's coming. We all saw Doctor Strange, Fate of Madness with Charles Xavier.
That was not even near the title of the Doctor Strange film.
Doctor Strange, shit happened. Sam Raimi made a movie.
People like the Doctor Strange films, and I don't get it. They're
I
at
would
the
like
most
them if they were
okay.
horror.
You're a horror.
Alex thought they were horror when
they
she
were
saw.
horror.
Okay,
They were very scary.
They could have been so much more.
I hate it here.
okay. I'm
and-
sorry.
I'm sorry. But anyway, so if moving forward, since they are pushing the X gene, if they made Echo a mutant, like one of the first mutants, like because of her heritage and how that power gets passed down, I think that'd be a really cool addition.
Or she could be part of the kid gang.
I think she's too old to be part of the Kid Gang.
She would be.
She's like 19.
No.
Like 25?
She's been murdering people for a while.
Yeah, but okay.
She was probably like 25 like when the blip happened.
Oh.
And it's been 5 years, so she's
Oh, she's waking up with back pain like the rest of us.
yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So all those moves. Think about you doing them.
Can't even scratch my back.
I loved Alako Cox's portrayal of Echo. I wish they gave her more to work with script wise.
Hmm.
I thought that I thought that she had great emotional scenes. And I even thought that she represented some issues in the deaf community that aren't really spoken about. I
Okay.
thought she represented them really well. There was one line that Alex and I were like, "Oh yeah, she said it right." Well, and
She
Alex,
said the line.
you could give a background about like how you know about ASL and stuff, right?
Well, so I've taken sign language. I am not part of the community. I do not claim to be part of the community, and that's really important because I don't want people to think I'm speaking for the community.
But we do know that an issue in the community is loved ones who have deaf people in their life
yes.
refuse to learn sign language.
Yeah, cannot be bothered. A lot of it's very common for them to either just completely ignore it, like, oh, you'll be fine, or when somebody's trying to keep up in a conversation, it's very common to hear the words, oh, I'll explain it later. So people who are part of the deaf community, a lot of times, like when they go to college and stuff, they won't come home for the holidays because they just feel left out. Parents will try to force them to become hearing or become dependent on lip reading and won't use sign to converse back with them in the language that they actually speak.
Well, we've even seen
I would be heroes. Thank you for the raid.
we've even seen with deaf community events, people's I guess like their gut reaction to just write things down on text and then show it to people, which although I appreciate that technology has gotten so far to help us with this, it's not a solution for the community. But anyway,
I do want to talk about the ASL in the show.
Please go for it.
Okay, so let me just start by shouting out on TikTok. Their name is Drunk Crier. They are CODA, which is Child of a Deaf Adult. So they are part of the community, and it's really, really important when you're getting education, you want to learn sign, anything that you go to somebody who is part of the community, and not somebody like me who's like, oh, I learned sign, and then turn around and be like, oh, I'm going to teach everybody else sign. No, go to somebody who's part of the community. So that being said, please go watch this video. I'll try to put it in the Discord. I don't know how, but maybe somebody smart here can help me. But they talk about if you watch her sign during the show, when she's signing English, which is like signing the words as you're saying them, with people who clearly learn sign just for her, she has different relationships with each person she's signing with. So with the grandfather, you can tell he's signing broken ASL/English, where he's using English phonetically.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Well, you're talking about the sentence structure, right? Because
Yes.
there are two. Because the sentence structure in ASL is completely different from the sentence structure in written English.
Yes. So grandpa and the cousin with the car and the dog.
Biscuits.
Biscuits, love him, big fan. So those two characters, they sign more English style, but you can tell that the grandpa is like missing words, but she can understand him because that's the relationship they have. Whereas when you look at Bonnie or with mom, they're actually signing ASL versus signing in English.
Yes.
And so it's the different relationships. And so he was explaining how cool it was to see those differences. So, you know, as you're watching the show, it's a different relationship. You're seeing her connections with these people based on the way they sign, based on the fact that they even know how to sign, which she points out with Fisk, where she's like, you didn't even bother to learn how to sign. You just use your money to hire an interpreter, right?
And he uses money to build technology so he didn't have to learn.
I mean, it's a dick move, but you have to admit that technology was pretty cool.
It was
Yeah.
really cool, but it was made through a dick move.
I hope you're ready for that future because it's coming.
I mean, it would be great. It would be great if that would come along with like the Apple glasses and shit. Thank you, Apple Vision Pro. But also, there's so many people where if you just learn basic sign, it would make it so much easier for their lives. And it's nothing off of your scale. It's like 2 seconds of time. Okay, it's not. It's a little hard to learn than that. But you know what I mean? You can learn basics. You can say hello, things like that. Even finger spelling. And, you know, you see it with these different characters who put some kind of effort versus him who put no kind of effort.
Mel Pomeno brought up something in the chat right now. So Echo couldn't even hear her interpreter being killed.
It wasn't
Because-
her interpreter. It was his.
Well, Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, the ownership of a person,
but I mean, like-
maybe not the thing to
So for me, the reason why I'm being so like on point for that is
Mhm.
because there is no connection. She doesn't care. Like even though she can't hear the murder occurring, she knows.
Yeah.
No,
There's no way she did not.
but
know.
but I think it's a scene that uses the fact that she is deaf in order for Kingpin to and this depends on how you see it through the show, to either A, shield her from something, or B, hide his true self, right? And so he used her ability to not hear, to not be able to hear sounds against her at that point, right? So it's and you know, when you walk around the corner, you get that beautiful shot of all of down the corridor, and then there's all of the plastic that's waiting for her. But you realize, right? Like you can take this in either one of two ways, right? Anyway,
There was one thing that I was expecting this show to do that they still can. The characters still can have this reveal, and it's a callback to Daredevil season 1, where King Fisk has an interpreter to help him speak Japanese, and constantly is relying on the interpreter, and everyone's talking to him, and then it comes out that he actually knew all along. He just didn't want people to know that he understood what they were saying behind his back. So I thought we were going to get that callback as well with her when she was constantly talking to her sister or her friends and stuff.
he was able to learn like Japanese and or Mandarin, but could not bother to learn
Well,
ASL.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's wild.
Maybe he did. We haven't seen that reveal yet.
I mean, it's possible, but I kind of enjoy the fact that he doesn't, because it is such a reference to what happens in their everyday lives,
Mhm.
where people will do anything and everything to just not learn.
I see exactly what you're talking about in the sense of connecting it to the real world.
To the real world, to their
Yeah.
culture.
It
I
just
just-
goes against his character of ever preparing for everything.
Right.
I do want to point out, and I'm sorry to derail this. This is the longest the chat has ever let us talk about a show.
Well, now you're
Ever?
gonna ruin it.
Like, how?
Yeah.
How did you let us do this? How did you let us get away with it?
Hey, can we just point out that Fisk was ready to literally wipe an entire culture off the planet?
Oh yes.
Put that out there, because fucking everybody was there.
We get another five. Oh yeah, we did get another Disco Inferno.
Did we?
Just
And we
now,
got-
Hand check.
Got another
And a
hand
hand
check.
Hand check.
a posture check.
Lost your check. I wish I
I've
sat like
just
this all
started
the
using hand checks as modeling.
So moving forward, do you think
Posture?
she?
And a hydrate. And a disco.
Do you think she tries becoming the next Kingpin?
I think there's going to be a struggle. I could see her becoming a
Player?
like a crime boss.
I hope it becomes one of the anti-hero type people.
I mean, she already is. She murdered a bunch of people. She's not a good guy.
No, but I mean, like, I don't want her to try and be like the next Kingpin. I don't want her to try and conquer New York City. I want it to be she gets recruited and it's like Daredevil, Spider-Man, Punisher, and her.
Have another Defenders.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Defenders, and I thought that that all of the characters in it played off of each other really well. I even thought Danny Rand was a little bit better in it.
Which one is
Better
that?
than Iron Fist. Oh, he's Iron Fist.
So Danny
Yeah.
Rand was better in that because everyone else carried him. he was it was his
Not the
talents in
actor.
ring.
We don't have a problem with the actor. We have a problem with how the character was written.
And the way the actor portrayed him. There was no
Oh, so you have a problem with the actor
there was
portrayal.
no redeeming qualities about him. He was constantly like,
I
yeah,
would
look
say
at me,
that's-
like I'm so good.
I
It's
would
like,
say that starts with the writing. I would say that starts with the writing. And I would also say, because I don't like blaming writers, I love blaming executives and producers, though. Sorry, but their choices are specifically built off of money, right? As opposed to writers and actors and all that stuff, they have more creative license.
I'm watching Monarch right now, and all I can do is blame the writers. I'm having a hard
Wait,
time with that show.
Monarch
The Godzilla
The
show. on
Godzilla
Apple TV.
show?
I'm having a hard time, man.
with
Kurt Russell.
with Kurt Russell and his son.
I love the 1950 story.
Check.
I hate the 2015 story.
Oh,
Like, are you watch it?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, it's CW, dude. It's CW writing.
Oh man. Uh-oh. Reading the chat, very mad about your Monarch stance
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
spoke up, Reed.
I expected monsters, and it was like I'm not even getting monsters in it, man. Like this show is
I'm
hurting.
getting a ton of monsters right now because I'm reading through all of the manhwas of Solo Leveling right now.
What?
It's like the new hot anime, but
Solo
there's only
Leveling?
Solo Leveling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like when you level, but instead of leveling with somebody, you level
I
on your own.
I love Solo Leveling right now. It's so good. Yeah, I think once the 12 episodes do come out, I'm gonna have you watch it. I think it's really good. But
Okay.
yeah. Anyway.
I just actually started an ASL anime. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, nope, that's my Audible. I'm watching A Sign of Affection right now. It's a very soft slice of life. It's slow going, but it kind of highlights some of the same things where nobody in this girl's life, including her mother, learned sign,
Hmm.
except for one childhood friend who kind of just, he uses it to pick on her instead of like actually using it for anything helpful. But now there's this guy that she just met and he's learning sign to communicate with her. And of course, she has a crush on him. But it's like I need it to pick up a little more.
Oh, it's too
It's like
much
a
burn.
really slow going anime, but it's cute. And it's good for chill vibes because you need that after something like Echo, which is so fucking intense. Sorry, I know it's not for you guys, but are you shitting on Cole in the chat?
It's not about monsters, Cole. It's a people story. Did you even see?
Oh, are we just switching to Monarch now? Oh,
So-
no.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, so Cole and I do have a very contentious relationship about the kaiju genre. Cole, you went on record once where
Multiple
you
times.
said what your favorite Godzilla was.
Okay. So yes. I still stand by it, even though I'm loving this. Oh, I thought you grabbed a Nerf gun. Triggered. No, the 1996 Godzilla movie is one of my favorites. I absolutely love that movie.
His favorites. It's his favorite Godzilla. Don't let him say one of his favorites.
Don't
No,
let
no,
him.
no,
Don't let him
because
say
his
one of his
favorite
favorites.
Godzilla.
No. So Godzilla -1, fucking amazing. And then the newest Godzilla films have turned into Fast and the Furious. At this point, I'm now expecting Pacific Rim peeps to show up, and I am here for this. It's getting it is so, King Kong and Godzilla fought Mechagodzilla with a building. Like, can we just acknowledge
No, I can't watch Godzilla. It's so sad.
what?
Why is it sad, Alex?
Okay, because I watched the stupid
Wait,
fucking.
wait, you gotta be okay. There you
I
go.
watched the stupid fucking 90s one that Cole is like in love with, and it's just a mom whose area, like her home was invaded by all these fucking people and buildings, and she's just trying to protect her little babies, and then they fucking murder her, and then at the end they're like, oh no, and now here's the eggs, bum, 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 and it's like, oh great, now there's more babies that they're just gonna fucking kill because she was living her life. It's sad.
It ends with one more being left alive for a sequel. Bum bum bum.
Yeah, to also get attacked and harassed for just living where they were there first. Like clearly Godzilla was there for we're the invaders. So yet again, it's people colonizers and poor Godzilla
was not
just
there
trying to
first.
exist. Yes, she
Okay.
was. What are you talking? Where did she come from, Cole?
She was mutated and grown. In the 1996 version, she was mutated and grown.
In like an instant
Yes.
or no?
Okay. I want to argue this with you, Cole, because why was that Godzilla mutated and grown?
Because of nuclear explosions.
Okay,
The
so
testing sites.
the whole point, right? The whole point of Godzilla is to talk about
Oh,
like
yes.
post-war Japan and the use of nuclear weapons. I hate this so much. Kurosh, I'm trying my best. I'm holding on to my last
Keep going,
thread
Kurosh.
Embrace
of
all
kaiju
of it.
sanity right
You're
now.
doing great, Kurosh.
Embrace all of it.
Here's the thing. What JBG is saying is very accurate. It's a serious topic. It is so serious.
If you're gonna, dude, if you show Godzuki and I'm gonna roundhouse kick you right now, dude.
Because that had to be like a lizard or something that was already existing.
So, Alex, do you hate people? No.
Do
Legitimate
I hate
question.
colonizers? Yeah.
Do you like monsters being able to live in peace?
Yes.
Do you think the people that invade their peace should get murdered?
Yes.
You need to watch Kong Skull Island. So bad.
Spike fire spew in the chat. Unapologetically, I hate people! Exclamation point.
You will love. Oh my
Thank
god!
you.
What is
Thank
happening?
you for the contribution.
Hardliner now also hates people.
Yeah, hardliner, unapologetic.
the Godzilla movies. Okay, so the newest ones, the two. I think it's 2015.
Is that Cookie Monster?
Yes, it is. 2015, super serious. The second one with the Hydra one. What was that one called? With Mothra. There's Mothra, Godzilla, and
King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah. Okay, that one was also serious, but it's like, okay, Godzilla's like the good guy now. Okay, we got the monsters fighting. Cool. Like, let them fight. Like, it's happening. Cool, cool, cool. And then the third one, when it's King Kong versus Godzilla, just ridiculous. And now the fourth one's coming out. Godzilla's pink now.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just why he went
What's
from blue to
wrong
pink.
with that?
I don't
Cole?
understand how nuclear power
Do you
goes
think
pink.
Godzilla has gender color problems?
Are you really trying to be JPG right now?
Don't know where I was
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and I was like, you've really got you're the one who said colonizer today. You beat me to it. Yeah.
Am I on the
okay.
bingo card?
Cole, I do have to say with the Godzilla films, right? Like you can treat them like comics in the sense where there are different eras, right?
Yes.
Comics all the time we talk about like the golden age, silver age, bronze age, modern age, things like that, right? Well, okay, so there are 3 ages in the Godzilla, I guess, history. So it's the Showa era, the Heisei era, and the Reiwa era.
The
Right.
Heisei era, is that the one where he's on his back and he flies with his tail?
I want to say the Heisei era is a little bit more camp.
What's more camp than him on his back flying?
Yeah, I
in for-
want to say it's the Heisei era.
Okay.
I want to say, yeah.
Okay, are you Team Ninja Turtles or Team People?
Oh, Team Ninja Turtles.
Then how are you not Team Godzilla? It's the same shit.
Alex, I'm telling you to watch this movie because King Kong kills every single human except Loki and Captain Marvel.
With Loki and what?
Yeah.
I just got that.
Yeah.
I just
Oh, the
I just
actors
got
in it?
yeah, the
Yeah.
actors were in it. I just got that. There is a really funny death in it's Kong Skull Island, right?
Yeah.
There's a very funny death in that film where it's the
It's a
dude
sacrifice.
and he tries to sacrifice himself. It is very funny.
It's
Because like the dude did not deserve it. There it is.
Yeah.
The dude did not deserve
good guy.
a noble sacrifice at all.
No, but like he's doing a good guy moment where it's like, you know
But he
what?
was such a piece of crap
Yeah.
the whole time.
And then he's like, "Go save yourself." And like you're singing, he's about to get eaten, and then it's just
Why?
like a nope. Gets hit, so he gets thrown across and it explodes and does no damage.
Well, yeah, Godzilla doesn't eat trash.
It's not Godzilla. It was
It's-
that monster
it's,
thing.
yeah.
That monster thing doesn't eat trash.
But it does
Did you
eat
just-
King Kong's parents.
Did you just
It's a
think
really
a
sad
random
moment.
lizard was Godzilla?
We were talking about Godzilla. I don't know how we got off of
Wow.
Godzilla.
I'm so glad there's a connection
I
with
did not
Godzilla.
follow
With
this
Echo.
at all.
We did go off the rails a little bit.
Oh.
But I think this is bringing us towards the end of the show.
Well, it's Amber o'clock,
Oh
It
my
is
god, is it
Amber
really?
o'clock.
Wow.
which means we say fake goodbye, so don't move because we're going to do 69.9K nice.
Well, if you are
if you're here
yeah,
live
if you're watching
on
live.
Twitch. Yeah. So if you want to
is-
see
that
this
is the
extra bit, you
music.
got to see us on Twitch. And this is a goodbye to all our YouTubies.
Did you want me to do the
Yeah.
closeout? Sure. So all the best parties have to come to an end. This is the end of the welcome party. I mean, at least for YouTube. Come check us out live, and it's real fun after that. So we will be
There
back
was
next
no-
week,
Sorry.
where the theme is Delicious in Dungeons, first 5 episodes. And the week after that, we are going to be testing out our new after party game, New Grids on the Block.
Now, if you think anything you saw tonight is is worth at
Oh
least
my
$1 a
God,
month,
no, not all the subs. Okay.
please consider joining Perception Studios Patreon.
With the different donation tiers, starting at least $1, the higher tiers can get you some exciting gifts and benefits. Every donation goes straight back into the studio. That could be lights, cameras,
Action.
making.
No.
I was gonna say making sure that we can that Cole's favorite Godzilla film isn't the American Godzilla anymore.
Look, the
We'll put money
1990
towards
oh,
that.
actually, It's still American because, like, actually the new ones are great, but that's American.
Oh God. Okay. But we're putting the money towards making these shows, both for the Welcome Party and for Perception Studio as a whole, better and better for you.
Subs attack.
That's it for the Welcome Party tonight.
Yeah.
Next time, make sure to bring a friend.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.